All right. It is Monday. It is the 15th of August, 2022. And it is also our third training of the 14 days bootcamp, how to turn your passion into a profitable business. I am super pumped to be here. If you're here live with me, let me know in the chat box. And if you're watching the replay, make sure you leave a comment hashtag replay or I'm watching the replay or hashtag replay gang. Hey, whatever you want to put, just let me know that you are also watching with us today. If you're live, let me know where you are tuning in from so that we can get connected with each other. I am super pumped. I'm actually in The Hague. It is a little bit cloudy today, but it's not cold. It's freaking warm. I'm not gonna even lie. It is really warm in the Netherlands. Let me know where are you tuning in from? Where are you based right now? So that I know that you're here and we can get this party started. I like to always respect your time. So I'm going to go ahead and immediately get my slides ready so that we can get this party started. But I would love for you to let me know in the chat box where you are tuning in from, if you can hear me and if you can see me well. I see Andy, I see Magali. Welcome. I'm super pumped to have you guys here live with me. Today, we have our third training of the 14 days bootcamp, how to turn your passion into a profitable business. If you haven't watched all the other trainings, they are available for you in the Passion into Profit private community, where you can watch the replay. But make sure you watch the replay before for in the next 2 weeks, because in the next 2 weeks we will be taking the trainings down. It's only a time limited, and then we will continue after in the group as well. But with other trainings, this training is only going to be in the Facebook group until the end of August. So make sure you watch the replay. Magali, blessed week. Andy, Cloudy, and Alfandarain as well. Hello. Andy, nice. You are here in the Netherlands. I love it. I am in The Hague. I'm working. I am sweating because it's freaking warm. But hey, I am here for it. I'm here to share my knowledge with you today. And let me share my screen with you. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Can you see me? And can you hear me well? Now, today is our, let me know in the chat box. Huh? And if anything happens during the training, please let me know in the chat box. I have a second screen that I can see your comments. But today is training number 3, how to leverage consistency on social media so you can build a profitable business. And Bernadine, you are also here. Thank you for being here. Super excited to connect with you. Now, training number 1 was last week on Monday. And in this training, we covered the number 1 factor that most entrepreneurs are missing when it comes to promoting their business online, and what you can do. So whether you are just starting out, maybe it is you are in a idea phase, or maybe you already started your business, most entrepreneurs miss this one thing. And this one thing is the number 1 thing that is going to help you reach more people, attract more leads, and convert more sales. So if you miss this number 1 thing that every successful entrepreneur has, you're probably building your business, let me just put it this way, not on a solid foundation. So the training number 1 is where we cover the foundation. So we have a strong foundation and then we build on top of it. So make sure you watch this training. It's in the Facebook group, and the workbook is at stevendecuba.com/workbook1. Then on Wednesday, we had a training number 2. This is where we went over the 3 mistakes most entrepreneurs make when marketing on social media. And also, I shared with you my strategy on building my personal brand online. I talked about my story. I share some examples, and we also have a workbook. So this is also one of the trainings that we did last week that is also really important. And now we are at training 3. So we are building on top of the trainings. So it doesn't matter if you haven't watched them yet, you can still tune into this one but I would strongly recommend for you to go back to the other trainings because we're building on top of it. And I don't want you to be missing things because you didn't watch the other trainings. All right. So today, oh, also, I give you some homework. Last week, I gave you homework to fill out workbook number 2 to share your identity, your new identity with and new habits in the Facebook group. And training number 2, we did an assignment where we talked about your old identity and your new identity and your old habits and your new habits. This is where we start talking about what are the most important things that you should be focusing on when showing up in your business. What are the habits that you are adopting? The fact is that everyone has 24 hours in their day. So how are you spending those 24 hours? How are you putting efforts, energy, and time for your business? How does that look like for you? And most people always say, when I ask most entrepreneurs, hey, how does the business look like? Do you have a business? And they always say, I'm working on it. I'm working on my business. But they don't even know when they have built the whole business. They don't know even the end result, the end product, the end goal. They're always building, building, building. So in this training, we go deeper into what does that look like for you? What is your version of success? What type of habits should you adopt starting today, starting last week, in order to get closer to your goal? And not only that, we also went into an exercise where if you are a multi-passionate entrepreneur, maybe you have many, 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 many ideas, and you know that all of the ideas will work, but you know that it can get overwhelming, right? Like there's so much to do. How can we simplify the business? How can we simplify the offer? And where do we start so that we can continue building? And I believe that this is one of the most powerful exercises that we did last week. So I strongly recommend, if you are a multi-passionate and you still are in the idea phase, this exercise is definitely for you. And also, we have a giveaway. Of course, we are giving away a free 30-minute strategy session with yours truly and a discount code to the Instagram Academy course. All you have to do, hey, it's a win-win. You have to watch the bootcamp trainings. Like, I've spent so much time and energy creating these trainings for you, and I want you to watch them, but not only watch them, I want you to take action. And when you take action, you're going to share your biggest aha moment in the Facebook group so that I know what resonated best with you, so that we can talk about it, so that we can start conversations. Maybe you meet someone that needs your offer here in the Facebook group, and hey, you can connect with them. So make sure you share your aha moments in the Facebook group, and the winners with an S, yes, will be announced on the 1st of September 2022. I'm not going to tell you how many winners, but there's going to be more than one winner that is going to get a strategy session with yours truly, and also discount code to the Instagram Academy. And today, the topic of today is the 4-step process to use social media to increase your reach, engagement, and sales conversion. Are you guys with me? Are you excited? Let me see, how's the energy between 1 and 10? How excited are you for the training of today? Honestly, I want to know, how has been this bootcamp for you? It's the first time we did a 14 days bootcamp, and I want to know how it has been for you. So let me know in the chat box, because today we are about to start with our 4th training, and also our 3rd training, and we also have a workbook. And you can download your workbook at stevendecuba.com/workbook3. stevendecuba.com/workbook3. This is where I want you to go right now. Like, stop everything that you're doing right now. Go to stevendecuba.com/workbook3. Download your workbook. It doesn't matter if right now maybe you cannot work in the workbook, no problem. At least have a notebook right next to you so you can write some of the things that came up to you. But if you're like driving, or maybe you are working, maybe you're doing the laundry, maybe you're washing the dishes, no problem. You can still listen to the boot camp, but I want you to schedule like 30 minutes after the boot, or after you finish the dishes or the laundry or driving or getting or you're at work. Schedule 30 minutes for you to visit the workbook. The workbook is really, really important and is going to help you with this training. All right. We have a couple of exercises included in the workbook, so make sure you get that. Now, today I'm going to share with you the IPB system, the third step. So the IPB system is a 4-step framework to convert your passion into a profitable business. So what is the IPB system? This is the intentional personal branding system. This is the framework that we use in the IPB program. Excuse me. I don't know if you have heard the memo, but the IPB program is my signature program, my group coaching program for entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs. Maybe you don't claim that badge yet, that I'm an entrepreneur, but you want to be an entrepreneur. Or maybe you are an entrepreneur already and you want to grow your business, your personal brand online, so you can reach more people, attract more leads, and convert more sales. The IPB system is the system that we follow in order to do that. Reach more people, convert more leads, and increase sales conversion. And the third step is what we are going to be focusing on today, which is the marketing and content creation. The other three factors will be released really, really soon during the trainings. We also release another one in the other trainings, but we will be keep on releasing each factor with the trainings, and also as we are opening the doors to the IPB program next month, September 2022. Late September, we are opening the doors. And I want you to know that what is really, really important when it comes to building your personal brand on social media is that you need an audience growth strategy and a sales system. Most entrepreneurs are starting their business and they are not even putting focus on these two things: audience growth strategy and your sales system. These are the two most important factors of your business, because without an audience growth strategy and without the sales system, you cannot reach more people and you cannot make more sales. And if your business is not making money, how is that a business? So I don't know, like this is what comes up that as I'm talking, I know things shows up. And for most people, some people say like, but Steven, I just want to help other people. Maybe you are a coach. Maybe you are a family coach. Maybe you are a couple therapist and you want to help other couples. You want to help families. And maybe you feel like, yeah, I don't have to charge, or it doesn't have to be about the money. Let me tell you something. Your business needs the money. It's not about, oh, look at me, I'm rich, I have a business. No, your business has costs, tools. These are part of the cost and the investment in your business. So you need to make money. And I'm going to show you exactly how to use the online world to grow your audience and make money, so that when you grow your audience, you grow the opportunities to make more sales. So every successful entrepreneurs out there know that they need an audience growth strategy and a sales system. Every successful entrepreneur, show me one that doesn't have one, or both of them. Show me one successful entrepreneur that doesn't have a sales system. It doesn't make sense, all right? So every successful entrepreneur knows that they need a sales system. And today, we are going to dive deeper into it, because I want you to take your workbook, because we're starting with the first step already to grow your audience and convert more sales on social media, and how you can leverage the art of consistency. So step number one, let's go in the workbook right now. Step number one is to understand who you're serving. So this is really, really important because most entrepreneurs make the mistake of thinking, oh, what am I going to sell today? Huh? Wait. Can you repeat that? What am I going to sell today? Well, I don't think that's the right question to ask. I believe a better question to ask. Okay, well, let me tell you about why I don't think this is a good question to ask. I believe that if you are showing up in your business from a place of what should I sell today, you're missing the point. If you're multitasking, come back to me because this is really important. The number one reason why most people buy from a business is because they have a problem. And your business has the solution to your audience problem. So if you're in your business and you tell yourself, well, let me see what I'm going to sell today, I think and I believe a better question to ask is, what is my ideal customer facing right now? What problems, what's challenges, what are the circumstances that they are living in right now that I can solve? So when it comes to using social media to grow your business online, I want you to look at your business as a way of serving. How can I serve my ideal customer? How can I serve the person that I want to work with way before they buy from my business? So how can you serve over selling? And when you approach business from a place of how can I create an offer that is the solution to my audience problem, it is easier for your audience to say, heck yes, here's my money. Why? Because our brain are always in survival mode. Our brain is wired to survival, to avoid danger. Excuse me, to avoid danger, to avoid people having an opinion about you, to avoid failure. That is your brain. So for your audience, if you can show them that you understand their problem and you understand the solution to their problem and how to get them the solution, that's an easy yes for you when it comes to selling. Does this make sense? Let me know in the chat box. Just say heck yes so that I know it makes sense, because just take a look at what I am doing. For example, I am hosting a 14 days bootcamp with workbook, with challenges, with homework, with Facebook group, with community, with reminders via email, blah, 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 blah. All these things for free. All I'm doing is serving my audience. All I'm doing is showing you what is possible. All I'm doing is helping whoever is watching this training with no attachment to it. I'm not selling anything. I don't have any offer that I'm pitching to you right now. All I'm doing is serving. And for you, I want you to look at business the same way. Oh, damn, Steven is doing 4 trainings, 14 days bootcamp, all of this, and he's not charging. What am I doing? I'm building connections. I'm building relationships. I'm starting conversations. I have time with you one-on-one right now, or at least it feels like that I'm speaking to you. Do you see it happening right now? My friend, I only practice what I preach. I'm not here to tell you some BS I search on Google or I found somewhere else. I'm teaching you, I'm sharing with you literally what I'm doing in my business. And no wonder I'm always attracting new clients to my business, because it works. And the same thing for you. It works for you as well. But you have to look at social media content creation from a place of serving, not selling. So for example, how can you serve your audience? Here's an example. when I started my wedding photography business, I went on Facebook and I was looking for brides to be. So what I did is I used the hashtag engaged, or oh my God, I'm engaged. OMG, I'm engaged. And I just got engaged. Engaged couple, like all these engagement hashtags. And then let me go full screen. I love to talk with you and go back and forth. So when I started my photography business as a wedding photographer, I was using social media to reach more people. So I went on Instagram. I was looking for engaged couple, and I saw this couple. They got engaged in the mountains. Like I don't even remember where it was, but they had beautiful pictures. And their Instagram was filled with all the trips that they were doing. And I thought it was awesome. I interacted with the couple. Hey, this is so cool. Congratulations on your engagement. Your photos looks beautiful. If there's anything I can do for you, hey, just reach out. Then the couple followed me. It was the bride. The bride followed me. The bride followed me, and then we start talking via direct message. She sent me a message. Hey, thank you so much for your wishes. Your photos are beautiful. Is there any way that we can I can see your portfolio? Yes, I sent her my website, but I also sent her a free guide. Hey, here's a gift from me to you. This is a free guide. It's a PDF guide where I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process on planning your wedding timeline. So maybe you're thinking about looking at your groom for the first time during the ceremony, or maybe you're thinking about doing the first look. So in this guide, I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process on how to choose which one you should do and what are the benefits and what are the cons. So here it is, free for you. Let me know what you think. And she's like, oh, this is amazing. This is so valuable. Thank you, Stephen. She used the guide, and then 2 weeks later, she came back to me. Hey, Stephen, thank you so much for the guide. It was really, really helpful. I just talked to my fiance, and we were wondering if we can meet with you to talk more about our wedding and our possibilities of working together. I met with them personally here in The Hague. We had drinks. We were laughing. We were enjoying ourselves, and boom, booked. That's what I want to say. Boom, I got booked. They booked me as their wedding photographer. So it all started by what? Serving them. Congratulations. Here's a free guide. Let me know if I can help you. It wasn't, I'm your wedding photographer. Please book me now. Oh, whoa. No. So this is really, really important, because most people think that the way that you should use social media is that you should always be looking for the next sale. This is not about looking for the next sale. This is about serving. And I want to use another metaphor. Maybe this clicks for you. It's just like getting engaged. I just gave an example of the engagement, but this is just like getting engaged. Think about it. How weird would it be for a stranger come to you and tell you, hey, do you want to marry me? Oh, great, that's awkward. I don't think you want to do that, right? I don't think you're going to say yes to a stranger. However, your partner that you have spent some time getting to know each other, you went to dates, you had your first kiss, you had your first everything that follows. And then the moment that your partner or yourself went for the engagement, that yes wasn't based on the one question. That yes was based on the years of getting to know each other, of building this relationship. This is how you got to the yes. Yes, I want to marry you. And the same thing goes for your business. When you use social media, I want you to look at your audience as that person that you're going to get engaged with, that you start conversations, that you connect with them. You tell them about your story. You get to know them better, and you let them know you better. And when it comes to the time that you say, hey, we are ready, we have a special offer for you, or we have some discount, or we have this or that. When it comes to the time of selling, the yes, will you marry me? The yes, here's my money, is easier to get. Does this make sense? So building your brand on social media, making more sales on social media is all about, it's just like getting engaged. It's just like being in a relationship. That's how we use social media. Is this making sense? Let me know in the chat box if this is making sense. Hey, Rosalba, I see you. Deandra, I also see you. Shami, thank you for being here. So I want you to ask yourself, and I want you to use your workbook for that. I'm not going to spend too much time here because this is part of your workbook. This is part of your homework, which is in your workbook. I want you to ask yourself, who are you doing this for? Who is that person that you want to attract? You want to create content for? So for example, for me as a wedding photographer, for me, it was a bride that was getting engaged or just got engaged, and she's planning her wedding. She's between the age of 28 and 35. This is where usually my brides, where they are. And she just got engaged. I also serve same-sex marriage as well. But I do understand that bride has the most power when it comes when it comes to wedding planning. The bride has a lot to say. Let's put it that way. And when it comes to, let's say, for example, 2 grooms, it's easier for me to plan my wedding with them. So I've decided to create content for that bride, but I don't exclude anyone. Okay. So what is the problem that your ideal customer is dealing with? So for me as well, it was like, this is a bride, is the first time she got engaged, and hopefully the last one too. And the first time she's getting married, hopefully the last one time too. And she doesn't know how to plan her wedding. Photography is important for the both of them. They love taking pictures, and they are really outgoing and creative. So they're down for anything. I know my ideal customer. What is their biggest desire? To have a wedding photographer that helps them and have fun when planning their wedding. And don't even talk about the photos, because that for sure, it's there. They want the beautiful photos. They want the type of photos that go in magazines. They want the photos that go online. That is the type of bride that I serve. How does this bride, how does my ideal customer feel as they experience these problems? She feels overwhelmed. She feels a little bit scared, a little bit nervous. She feels a little bit stressed or a lot stressed. And she wants someone to guide her so that when she's planning her wedding, she can also have fun and enjoy this moment as well. So what is the solution that you can offer? What is the solution that I can offer as a wedding photographer? Well, I can offer her a planning process. I do this. I can help her with content on social media that she can consume. You see how I am creating content based on that person? What makes you unique to help your ideal customer with their problem? My energy, that for sure. People connect with me first because of me, not because of my beautiful photos, because of me. And the same thing goes to you. People buy from you because of your energy, because of your way of being. There are thousands of other wedding photographers out there. Why are they choosing me and paying me even more? Because of my personal brand. And the same thing goes to you, my friend. You are unique and no one is you, and that is your superpower. No one is you, and that is your biggest superpower. Who believes that? Deandra says, it does make sense, loving the explanation of serving the customer. Beautiful, Deandra. So I want you to take a look at how I think about business, how I think about my ideal customer, and using the workbook, how can you apply the same thing? Okay. Let's continue. This is your reminder. Workbook 3, you can find it at stephendecuba.com/workbook 3. This is where you're going to do the work. I just gave you an example of how I would approach it as a wedding photographer. Now is your turn. stephendecuba.com/workbook3. Now, Andy, that makes total sense. That's how clients approach me too. Yep. Same thing. They like your energy. They see you working with other brides. That's it. Super awesome to see you working, by the way, Andy. I've seen your social media, and we actually did a wedding together from Maori. So that was really nice. I have to share the photos with you as well, so you can have it. But super, super cool to see you here in the Netherlands. Now, let's talk about consistency, because most people have that objection. Okay, but wait. I have to be consistent. How does that look like for me? So consistency doesn't mean post every single day. Consistency means post as much as you can with the capacity that you have. Post as much as you can with the capacity that you have. So I can say, hey, I'm going to post 7 times per week, but you might be a single mom with 3 kids, a 9-to-5 job, and you have a side hustle, and you also want to live or you want to have some me time. Maybe you don't have the time to post 7 times per week. Choose your number. 3 times per week, 5 times per week. What is your number? Now, once you have your number, I want you to research where most of these people are consuming content. So there are different platforms that you can create content for your ideal customer. But when it comes to using social media, we have to understand where our ideal customer is hanging around. So let's take a look at different social media platforms that you can use in order to reach your ideal customer. Think about Facebook. We are on Facebook right now. Now, Facebook has Facebook pages. We have Facebook groups. We are in one group right now. And you can also send messages on Facebook. You can also create videos. You can go live. You can use Instagram. You can use TikTok. You can use Snapchat, podcasts, YouTube. You can write blogs. You can use Twitter. You can use LinkedIn. But the question becomes, okay, but Stephen, whoa, which one do I use? I don't have time for all of these platforms. I don't believe you should use all of them. I believe you should start at least with one. I believe you should at least start with one, and then we evaluate if we should add extra platforms to the marketing strategy. But we start with one. Now, let's take a look at the demographics that are on Facebook and some other platforms, not all of them, but let's take a look at how does it look like for you to use, for example, Facebook. Facebook right now has 2.91 billion monthly active users. Is the biggest platform yet. Is the biggest platform, social media platform. So this is where we see Facebook. However, Facebook has also the lowest engagement rate. There's a lot of people on the platform, not a lot of opportunity to scale if you're not paying. If it's all organic, it's going to take longer. But if you're paying paid ads, you can grow. So the largest group are between 25 and 34. Mostly males, 43% female, 57% male, and no data on other genders. Time spent per day is 33 minutes. And following last year's social media demographic data, younger consumers continue to flock to TikTok and Snapchat versus Facebook and Instagram. So if you want to get those teenagers, those younger crowd, TikTok and Snapchat is what it is. Now, let's take a look at, for example, Instagram. By the way, the source where I get this info is statista.com. You can also Google this and you can find more information on other platforms. I'm just going to cover a couple of platforms. But for example, Instagram, they also reach 2 billion users. The largest group is between 25 and 34. But however, look at this. People between the age of 18 and 24 are also the second biggest group there, 31% versus 31.2%. So the difference is not much. So we have a range of people between 18 and 34 that are the biggest crowd on Instagram. Male being the most dominant, male and female. And time spent per day is 29 minutes. And Instagram maintains a firm hold on Gen Z and millennials. And this group make roughly 2/3 of their base. I just show you right here, 31% and 31%. But we have different ways of creating content: feed posts, reels, story, live video, direct messages, video, short video, long video, you choose. Let's take a look at TikTok. TikTok has 1 billion users. Largest group, which is astonishing to me, is between the age of 10 and 19. 10? 10? For me, that was shocking. Like, these people are 10 and are there on TikTok. Okay. Gender, look at this. 61% female, 39% male. Time spent per day is 89 minutes per day. This is a lot. So we have stories, we have short videos, and also now longer videos as well, like 60 seconds, 90 seconds, I believe. And the fact is that nearly 40% of Gen Z say that they are directly influenced by products they see on TikTok, and brands should take notice. Look at these numbers. Just look at these numbers. And the last one, LinkedIn, because I know most of you are also interested in LinkedIn. They now have 810 million users, monthly active users. The age group is between 25 and 34. 58% of people on LinkedIn are between those ages. Gender is 48% female and 52% male. And 60% of LinkedIn users across the network, users access the network weekly and 22% daily. And conventional wisdom might say that LinkedIn exclusively caters to an older audience, but now millennials dominate the platform as well. Just think about it. Okay? But more than anything, my friend, your goal is to create consistent content on your platforms to increase awareness. I don't care which platform. I don't care if it's Facebook. I don't care if it's Instagram. I don't care if it's podcast. I don't care if it's a blog. I don't care if it's LinkedIn. I don't care if it's Snapchat. I don't care if it's just whatever. What I teach in the IPB program is the system that can be applied on all social media platforms. Let me repeat that. The IPB system doesn't focus on the platform. It focuses on the audience growth strategy and your sales system. So you can choose based on your demographic, and then you apply the system. But we have to get to know our ideal customer first. But the goal is to, once we know our ideal customer, once we know the problem that we solve for them, then we know where they are hanging around, then we apply the system on that platform to grow your visibility, your reach, your engagement, and sales. Making sense? So the platform is not the problem. Here's the thing. Platforms comes and go. They come and go, come and go. Look, take a look at Vine. Vine is gone. Take a look at MySpace. Gone. Take a look at Musical.ly. Gone. Take a look at how does that platform is called again? There was a platform that was only for live videos. I it's like in the top of my tongue, the tip of my tongue. I can remember. It's a blue logo. Anyways, there's another platform also gone. So we don't know if in 5 or 10 years from now, or maybe next year, Instagram is gone, TikTok is gone, or there's a new platform. It doesn't matter which platform. What matters is the strategy. And that's what I teach in the IPB program. So my question to you is, which platform are you choosing? Drop it in the chat box. Which platform do you think your ideal customer is hanging around? On which platform is your ideal customer hanging around right now? What would you say? Maybe you don't have all the details yet, but what would you think? Like the first thing that came up to you right now, drop it in the chat box. I want to know. Which platform do you think you should start on? I'm drinking coffee, by the way. Cheers to you. Let me know in the chat box, and I want to continue because step number 3 is to get clear on your version of consistency. So once you know that problem, so what you offer, the solution to the problem, once you know your ideal customer better and which platform, where are they hanging around the most, then we get clear on the consistency. Cool. Let's say you said Instagram. Let's say we say Instagram. Okay, let's go with Instagram as the example. Cool. So you might be wondering, why do you need to be consistent on social media? Why do you need to be consistent? Well, this goes back to the rule of 7. The rule of 7 states that a prospect needs to hear the advertiser's message at least 7 times before they'll take an action to buy that product or service. In other words, you have to have different touch points with your ideal customer in order for them to trust you more and 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 trust you more. And then they buy from you. No wonder every single week I'm doing trainings, I'm sharing content, I'm sending emails, I'm inviting you to an hour or 2-hour class. We build that connection. I'm literally doing what I'm preaching. So the rule of 7 gives us the opportunity to connect with our audience in different ways, have different touch points with them so that we bring them closer to our goal, to our offer. Now, the biggest misconceptions is that most people think that consistency means that they have to post every single day. That's not the truth. Consistency doesn't mean post every single day. What consistency means is that post as much as you can with the capacity that you have. Post as much as you can with the capacity that you have. Again, if you are a single mom with 3 kids, 9-to-5 job, and a side hustle, I don't expect you to post 7 times per week. Can you do 3 times per week? Can you do 5 times per week? What is your number? That's what I want to know. Okay? So let me know, how does that look like for you? Now, the other side of it is that social media is just like going to the gym. If I go to the gym 5 times per week and you go to the gym twice per month, who do you think is going to get closer to their goal or faster to their goal? I am. So the same thing goes to social media. If you're showing up on social, if your last post on social media was 5 months ago, well, maybe it's time to start acting differently on social media for your business. And listen, I'm talking about using social media for your business. I'm not talking about using social media just to share family photos. Because to that, you don't need a strategy. Excuse me. But you do need a strategy in order to build your business online. So how are you showing up? And does your consistency right now support your goal? So let's say your goal is to quit your 9-to-5 job, build a successful business online, and travel the world. Is your strategy right now working and it's leading up to that goal? Or are we just doing random things? That's the main question. So in the IPB program in module number 3, you're going to learn how to master the art of consistency on social media. And this is where we go deeper. This is where we go deeper with what I'm covering today. So today we looked at what are the social media platforms, who are who's hanging around on these platforms, what type of audience are on the platform. So the question becomes, okay, so how do we go deeper? How do we go deeper and create content and master engagement and master client audience growth strategy? How do we master that? And that is what you're going to learn in module number 3 in the IPB program that opens late September 2022. Here's a testimonial of Elani Van Vuren, a photographer, that said, after joining the program, I had a plan, I felt organized, and I now know what to do and how to do it effectively to gain followers, but more importantly, how to gain customers. Ilani is one of the first members that joined the IPB program, and immediately after finishing, she says like, whoa, Steven, I did not expect all of this. Thank you. So I also want you to take a look at Happy Sensory Kids. That's at over 200 followers and 6 new clients within the first week of having launched our pre-order. The IPB program is very complete. It gives you a clear overview of the essentials to launch and grow your business. So the IPB program opens late September 2022, but you can already join the waitlist, stevendecuba.com/waitlist, to be the first one notified as soon as we open the doors. And also we have a special bonus only for the people that are on the waitlist. So if you are thinking about joining the IPB program, stevendecuba.com/waitlist for extra goodies. And we will be giving the people on the wait list priority over everyone. And here's the thing, I've decided to keep the group small this time. And also I'm increasing the price because I want to make sure that I'm working with the people that are really committed. So if you are committed to make a difference in your social media marketing, if you're ready to make 2022 your year and finally turn your passion into a profitable business, I would like to invite you to stevendecuba.com/waitlist and get all that info. And then late September, you can join us and we together make it happen. But let's continue because we have another step, the 4th step, last but not least, which is to build your personal brand. You've heard this last week and you will keep on hearing this again this week and forever because I stand by it. Your personal brand is something that no one can take it from you. I remember when I was growing up, my mom always told me education, knowledge, your diploma, certificate, no one can take it from you. No one, absolutely no one can take it from you. And I believe your personal brand, we can also add that to the list. Your personal brand, no one can touch it. And you can do a lot with your personal brand. Training number 1, if you haven't seen it yet, go watch training number 1 and see all the opportunities there is right now for you when you build a personal brand. But what I stand by and what I believe and what I have seen for the last 9 years of my experience is that building a personal brand on social media is the most effective way to reach more people, make a bigger impact, and convert more sales in your business. It is the most effective way. So when it comes to building your personal brand, most people have the objection of, but I don't know what to say, Steven. I understand that I can build a business online. I can use my personal brand, but I don't know what to say. Is this you? Let me know if this is you. Steven, I get it, but I don't know what to say. Let me know if this is you. Because that is exactly what happened to me when I got started too. I had no idea what to say. I was always using social media to connect with my family and friends, but what do I say to promote my business? So what I want to talk about right now, and this is the last part, I want to respect your time. What I want you to focus right now is what we're going to talk about is what to say, how to say it, and why you should say these things. So we're going to talk about the content categories, your first 5 posts, and your homework. Okay, so this is important for your workbook as well. stephendecubo.com/workbook3. Now, what are content categories? Content categories are representation of what you do and what you post on social media. I go deeper with this class in the Instagram Academy, but I'm going to give you an overview of what does it look like for you to start using content categories. And again, we're still using Instagram. Instagram is my platform, okay? For this example, only Instagram. Don't worry about Facebook. Don't worry about podcasts. Instagram only, okay? So for me, my content categories are the representations of what I do and what I post. So for me, my 7 categories are behind the scenes of my business, photo of myself or where I am working, my why and mindset, my portfolio, photography, and also my clients, coaching clients, and also wedding photography, hobby, family, travel. I put them together because sometimes I don't have a lot to share about my family, and sometimes I don't have a lot to share about, I don't know, travel. And I share about my hobby or I share about the other. You get the point. 6, social media marketing tips. Excuse me once again. Is that in order to attract more of that of the people that want to work with me, I'm going to share tips. Remember when I told you it's about serving and not selling? Me sharing tips is building my credibility, building those relationships, building that trust with my audience, which will lead into sales. When I don't control that. What I can control is how I show up. What I cannot control is when people say yes to me. I can control how I show up when my content every single week, when I promote, when I talk about my offer, all of that. I can control that, but I can control people saying yes or no. I cannot control someone go to the bank account right now and give me money. I cannot control that, but I can control how I show up. And most people are showing up in their business like if they have control on how their clients are behaving. Think again. So 6 and 7, social media marketing tips and personal branding tips are part of my content categories that leads my audience to my offer. Does this make sense? So let's dive deeper into what are your content categories. But before we do so, think about what am I comfortable sharing and what am I not comfortable sharing. So if, for example, one of my categories is family, but let's say I 3 years ago, I lost an uncle in Colombia from cancer. And it was a rough time for me. And it was a rough time for my family too. And I didn't want to share it on social media. I didn't want to. I wanted to keep that private. And I made the decision that I am not going to share this. So building your personal brand on social media is not about telling everything. It's not about saying everything, but at the same time, it's about being authentic. And I don't believe that what I believe authenticity means is that authenticity means that you don't lie. Authenticity means don't lie. Just be authentic, but don't lie. So me not sharing that my uncle passed away is not me not lying. It's just me not sharing that part of my life. And that's okay. So for you, my question to you is, what are you comfortable sharing? And if you cannot answer that, answer the question, what am I not comfortable sharing? So that with that, you put those answers to the side and then you get comfortable with the things that you are comfortable sharing. And you start creating content around that. That's just the truth. So your next 5 posts, this is an idea that I came out with. Let's say your next 5 posts, maybe you do it this week. Today is your first post. And what I did is that I label every single post with a category. Let's say one of your posts today is about me. Do you dare doing it today? Who dares doing it today? Like start with these next 5 posts today. Say me in the chat box. No pressure. Just want to know. But let's say today is your about me post. Tomorrow, you share about your behind the scenes of your business. The day after, motivation and mindset. The day after, something about your hobby or traveling or your family. And the day after, one tip for your audience. So let me give you some examples. Your first post for today could be this one, and about me. Here's an example of how I did it. Photo of me. The goal was to introduce the face of the company. This is me. And then the creative, it could be a photo of myself. There it is, a photo of myself. And then the caption, I go deeper into introducing myself and talk about why I started my business. If you cannot read the caption, it says, if you're new around here, this is a great place to start. I'm Steven De Cuba, a destination wedding photographer and a business strategist. There's nothing I love more than helping entrepreneurs build a personal brand online so that they can turn their passion into a profitable business. I am the founder of the Intentional Personal Branding Program, which opens enrollment once this year. And I'm so happy you have found my little corner of the internet. Now, please tell me, when and how did you first hear from me? Simple, right? I'm not selling. I'm not pitching. I'm not saying buy one and get another one for free. I'm just introducing myself. Now, behind the scenes, here's a video. It's a reel that I created of a photo shoot that I did with Daniela. Daniela is also part of the IPB program. And then we did a photo shoot together. And this goal was to indirectly promote my business. So I'm promoting my business, but without saying, buy now, book me now, get 50% off. No, all I'm doing is sharing a behind the scenes video of a photo shoot. That's it. The behind the scenes and the end photo, the end product. That's what I did. So the goal was to indirectly promote the business. The creative was a short video. As you can see, it's a really, really short video, like 12 seconds. And we can repurpose this different way. You can put it on Reels. You can put it on TikTok. You can also put it on Facebook Reels. Facebook also had Reels now. And in the caption, you can talk about the benefits of working with you or share client testimonial. So for example, in this example, I can talk about 3 different tips to on choosing your outfit for your personal branding photo shoot. And then I use this video and those tips in the caption to bring my point across. I can also say, last week I had a photo shoot with Daniela and this is what she had to say. Boom. I copy and paste her testimonial. And then I finish the caption. What do you think? Or when was the last time you plan a personal branding photo shoot? Something like that, you know? So here's a motivation and mindset example. So in this post, no face, no photo, just go on Canva, put a really nice design together within 5 minutes, and I share my perspective. What is possible for one is also possible for others. Stop looking at each other as competition and start looking at each other as inspiration that if they can do it, so can I. It's all in the mindset. So the goal of this post is to share a different perspective related to your offer. Creative was a design on Canva. And the caption was a short and sweet caption supporting the photo. That's it. Can you do something like this week? This has sound. So this is a video that I did with different compilations of when I went to Turkey. And traveling is something that I really love to do. Who doesn't like traveling? And I want to show that aspect of my life in my business as well. Because my work, the work that I do, give me the opportunity to travel the world. So I want to show that as well. And do you see how I indirectly promote myself with these videos too? They're not buy now, invest now. No, they are showing you the lifestyle. They're showing my audience the lifestyle that I create by building my personal brand. So it creates an opportunity to start a conversation outside of your business. The creative could be a video, a photo, and you can talk about why you enjoy this hobby or traveling. Do you see that I didn't talk to the camera? I was just filming what is happening around me, and then I put a music onto it, nice quote, that's it. New Instagram
Instagram now has three different feeds. The first one is the one that we know that includes all the posts from people you follow.
So this is a tip for my audience, which is like a tutorial. So it starts by saying new Instagram update. So it's tips, it's tutorial based. So the goal is to attract a specific audience with a specific problem. Most people that wants to use Instagram or want to get to know Instagram better, they might be interested in this content. So the creative is a video, and the caption, I talk about the problem and give tips to fix the problem. The same thing goes to the video. All of this video you can find it on my Instagram, by the way. So if I were you, I will go to my Instagram and see what I am doing. Now that you have these tips, now that you have this knowledge, go back to my account and say, oh, now I understand why he's doing all of this. I want to share another testimony with you. Natalie is a family coach that also joined the IPB program, and this is what she had to say. I have gained 160% more engagement consistently over the past weeks. I have started creating reels, which are viewed by thousands of people, and I have gained 3 new clients that have started a trajectory. I'm not asking you to build a business that has 1 million clients by tomorrow. Can you start with 1? That 1 will become 2. That 2 will become 4. That 4 will become 8. And then we build that $1 million business. But we start with 1 person. Do you have the courage, the commitment to commit to that? So let's recap. The first thing that you do in order to build your personal brand and leverage consistency on social media is to understand who you're serving. Who are you creating content for? Who is that person? What is the problem that they are facing? Number 2, research where most of these people are consuming content. This is easily a Google search. Can you block like 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours in the next week just to do this? You don't need more. Third step, choose your platforms and consistency. Facebook, 3 times per week. Check, done. That's it. That's your decision right there. Instagram, 2 times per week. Check, done. But what I also want you to do is stay committed and stay consistent. So if you tell me today, twice per week, and in 3 weeks from now, it goes back to 0 times per week, that's not commitment. And you already know the successful entrepreneurs, what they have is commitment and they have courage. The courage to do it with the fear, the courage to do it with all the reasons why someone will tell you don't do it, and with the consistency to maintain momentum. And the last step is to build your personal brand. So my friend, all you have to do is go to stevendecubo.com/workbook3 and work on the other assignments. There are some assignments in the workbook that I want you to complete. So stevendecubo.com/workbook3. And today's homework is to schedule training number 4, our last training, that is this Friday, 19th of August, 2022 at 4 p.m. Central European Summertime, same time as today. And we will also send you emails for reminder and also in the Facebook group. So make sure you keep on checking your email. And during this training, you're going to learn the 3-step method on converting more sales on social media. Yep, we're doing it, my friend. You already have all the things that you need. Let's start converting those followers into paying customers. And that is what we're going to do this Friday. And of course, the giveaway continues. So we have a giveaway. You can win a 30-minute session with yours truly and a discount code to the Instagram Academy course. How do you participate? Well, my friend, you watch all the bootcamp trainings. Oh, win-win situation. Okay. And once you watch the trainings, you're going to go in the Facebook group and you're going to share your aha moment. The winners will be announced on the 1st of September 2022. So make sure you do that before then. And that is also the day which we will be taking all the trainings down. Yep, they are expiring on the 1st of September 2022. The replays will be available until then, but make sure you watch them because they're gone really, really soon. And also, what I want you to say is that right now, I want to open the room for Q&A session. And if you have any questions, drop it right now in the chat box because I want to support you. All right. So what we have, what is happening in this bootcamp, which I think is so fascinating, is that we started last week with the mindset work. We started with the belief systems that are stopping so many entrepreneurs from building their business online. We start looking at the reasons why you think this is not possible for you. Once we have these things, once we have the foundation, the mindset, the foundation where we build on, then we start taking action. And today it felt like a little bit too much. Good. Because you already know that the reason why it felt confusing is because you are learning. And if you don't know that, now you know. Because when you're learning something new, it should feel confusing. And if it feels a lot, no problem. That's why you have the workbook. That's why you have the replay. I want you to come back to the replay. Even if you're watching live right now, I want you to come back and watch the replay. Because the second time you listen to something, you might get some things that you didn't hear the first time. So I want you to do that. Take a look at the replays, use your workbook, do the work, and share your aha moments in the Facebook group. I'm here to support you along the way. After the 1st of September, everything will be taken down and I won't be supporting you in the group regarding this bootcamp anymore. But I want you to use these next 2 weeks that we still have together in order to build your passion into a profitable business. All right. So what I want to do, I actually want to respect your time. So we're good on time. I want you to drop your questions in the chat box and I will be answering them during the day. And if you need extra support, just let me know. All right. We're here to support you. We're here to help you along the way. And I want to remind you that we have homework for you. We have the replay available for you. And also we want to invite you to join the IPB waitlist for all the future updates that we will be sharing really, really soon. And also for some extra goodies for the people on the waitlist when we open the doors. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you a lot. And hey, let me know in the chat box what was your biggest takeaway from this training so that we can continue this party. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Ciao, ciao. Have a great week. And I will see you on Friday, 4 p.m., same time, same place with the same host. Ciao, ciao.